What would happen if we cut Deadpool right down the middle? Most superheroes would be instantly done for. But this is Deadpool we're talking about. The guy who can grow back from practically anything.
I'm gonna rip you in half now.
The question isn't if he'd survive, it's how weird things would get next. From regenerating organs one by one, to his lower half running off without him. Today, we're breaking down exactly what would happen if our favorite merc with a mouth was split in two. Deadpool's healing factor isn't just about fixing a cut or healing a broken bone. It's borderline magic wrapped in just enough fake science to make comic book nerds feel smart. Here's how it works. In the Marvel universe, his cells can regenerate at an absurd speed, replacing damaged tissue almost instantly. We're talking about regrowing entire organs, repairing his spinal cord, and stitching together nerve endings in seconds. In real science, this would require insane amounts of energy, constant cell division, and zero risk of mutations. In other words, in real life, Deadpool would probably die of cancer way before he finished healing. Which is kind of funny, because in the comics, that's exactly what happened. His healing factor actually came from an experiment to cure his cancer, and now his body is basically in a permanent state of fix and rebuild, like a construction site that never closes. So if you sliced him in half, both halves would instantly start repairing themselves. Blood vessels would reattach, muscles would knit back together, and in a few minutes, you'd either have one very angry, fully healed Deadpool, or two half-bodies crawling toward each other like some horrifying rom-com reunion. Alright, let's make this weird. Let's say we cut Deadpool perfectly down the middle. Right side over here, left side over there. And yeah, that means half his brain is in each half. Now, under normal human biology, congratulations, you've just created two very confused piles of medical waste. But Deadpool, his healing factor is so overpowered that each half of his brain could actually regenerate the missing part. Which means, yes, you'd end up with two fully functioning Deadpools. They'd share the same memories up until the moment of the split, but after that, it's like a bad divorce. They start developing their own personalities, their own bad habits, and probably start arguing over who gets to be the real Deadpool. They'd both be equally unkillable, equally annoying, and equally obsessed with chimichangas. The only real difference is now you'd have double the fourth wall breaks and double the therapy bills. So in short, if you think one Deadpool is chaos, two is basically the end of civilization as we know it.